Herman Cain also has interesting ideas on black folks. He apparently thinks that he's among the few and the brave that have gotten rid of the brainwashing, but most other black folks are not as bright as him, apparently. Let's listen.
Why is the Republican Party basically poison for so many African Americans?
Because many African Americans have been brainwashed into not being open-minded, not even considering a conservative point of view. I have received some of that same vitriol simply because I am running for the Republican nomination as a conservative. So it's just brainwashing and people not being open-minded, pure and simple.
Pure and simple. Could they have a difference of opinion with you, Herman? Is that possible? That, for example, when they look at Republican proposals and there aren't any to help, for example, the African American community, which has 16% unemployment, could those facts have anything to do with it? No. If you disagree with Herman Cain, you've been brainwashed. But, that's how black folks are, apparently, according to Herman Cain. But don't worry. He says he's found some that are as bright as he is. Oh, thank God.
That's a strong word to talk about your fellow African Americans brainwashed.
For 2/3 of them, Wolf, that is the case. Now, the good news is, I happen to believe that 1/3 to 50% of the black Americans in this country, they are open-minded. I meet them every day. They stop me in the airport. And so this whole notion that all black Americans are necessarily going to stay and vote Democrat and vote for Obama, that's simply not true. More and more black Americans are thinking for themselves.
Wow, okay. 1/3 to 50%. I like those scientific numbers. By the way, in recent memory, there has not been an election where the Democrat did not get over 90% of the African American vote. So I don't know where he's finding those numbers. And it's not because they're brainwashed. It's because the Democratic Party, for better or for worse, and they don't always get it right by a long shot. I got my problems with them. But every once in a while, they try to help minorities in the country. They try different programs. Whereas the Republicans don't give a damn. They never even try. They don't even bother to have proposals. When I loved McCain and George Bush, whenever they asked them, what have you done to help minority communities in the country? So, what are you talking about? Ownership society. We gave them those, cheap loans on their houses, which then later became really expensive loans. Oops. That's the only thing they ever point to. But don't worry, Herman Cain is going to unbrainwash all the other African Americans that are, that I just are too. Jay, I feel bad because you're so shallow. You didn't get it, But if he can help you. Don't worry, he can help you.
That's just my point. I'm just trying to figure out where the political, where they got the political agenda to go after black folks. You want a certain percentage of the vote, or you say, oh, we need to get the black vote, we need to get the Latino vote. It's odd. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because I'm one of the community. No one seems to really go at other voting blocks the way they go after black folks. Oh, you're just lazy. Get up off your ass. Oh, you're brainwashed. Oh, you're stupid. You're a plantation slave. Is that getting votes? It's amazing. It's the only group where you're looking to get their attention by completely insulting every one of them. So that's going to work? How does that work out for you? You're all brainwashed, but there's a small percentage of you that's smart enough to figure it out.
Right.
Vote for me.
Now, again, I don't want to overuse this example, but think about if they said, for example, the second largest minority group that votes for Democrats. So what I mean by that is not the size of the minority group, but the minority group that gives the largest percentage of their vote after African Americans to Democrats. It's not Latinos. It's Jewish Americans. So imagine if they made the argument, well, you Jewish Americans, you guys are stupid. And you're all brainwashed to vote for Democrats and for Obama. And if you were smart, well, then you would vote for the Republicans. Well, don't worry. We'll try to unbrainwash you. How do you think that would play out? Would that play out well? My guess is I'm not sure that would play out nearly as well, right? So, yes, we got issues. And now, let me give you another example. If you did it the other way, if liberals said, evangelical Christians are brainwashed into voting for the Republicans, which, by the way, is totally true. And I have facts to back that up. Herman Cain doesn't. Here's my fact. Abortion is never mentioned in the Bible. Never. But the Republican Party got abortion to be the #1 issue for evangelical Christian right voters. They just made it up and they got you to follow along blindly. But when people say that, they go, "Oh my, how can you say that about Christian folks? Oh, you're so unacceptable." But if you say it about African American folks, well, that's obviously acceptable.
It's totally ridiculous and so over the top, but really fun.
It's a big ball of delicious.